Today's about Facebook. Facebook's been around for a while, and it's pretty popular. It's got its own movie, and it's near like 1 billion users. And the guy who owns it is the youngest billionaire that's ever lived. But is Facebook turning into something more than just a social network? Yes. Facebook has nearly bought over 50 companies as their company has lived. The biggest one, the one we've all heard about, is the WhatsApp that they bought for $20 billion or something around there. And even just around $20 billion is a lot of money for something that is simply text messaging. Facebook invented chat, which is probably why it's so popular. No other social network has come up with a better way to communicate easily back and forth with people. They also bought this company that works with virtual worlds that you can like strap goggles onto your face and look around within them. I have no idea why. I don't think Facebook's going into a gaming industry, or at least I really hope not. But whatever they're up to, I think they are planning to come in to the monstrous world of smartphones. Ever since the release of the iPhone, we've had this big war that Apple officially started, who I still love, but now we've got all these other people coming in like Samsung and Android and Google, and everyone wants to be their own Apple. I can't hate them for that. I'm guessing it would be fun to be in control of what smartphone will be in the hands of millions of teenagers, adults, and kids across America. That's gotta be fun to design. Not so fun for the software designers, but anyway. Being in that game arena must be pretty intense. And it's great for us consumers because we just pick the best phone that we like best. And the more they compete, the better the phones get. Yes, I am on the side that thinks other companies copy a lot from Apple. Those people exist. But the truth is, I'm okay with it, because if Apple had no competition, they wouldn't really know where to go. Right now, with more iPhone 6 rumors, we're thinking of a bigger screen, which is definitely a direct influence from the Galaxy S phones. Facebook did create their own smartphone, and I saw it for a little while. I didn't really see it take off or go anywhere. Barely anyone remembers it now. It was such a flash release. No one really loved Facebook enough to just have a phone dedicated to it. So Facebook was like, okay, let's be more than a social network. And that's exactly what they're doing. They've bought tons of companies that have worked with face recognition, and I think this means they're designing to go into the smartphone arena. I'm really curious to see how Facebook is going to handle this. Currently, I think it's a great social network, but I know some people don't. The talk around my school has been that elderly people know how to use it, and that drives away the younger people. For those teenagers that hate their families, Facebook's not that good, because their parents can comment on whatever they post, see any hate mail you may deliver to your other friends, so therefore it's not a very young age group anymore. For me, who doesn't go through that much drama on Facebook, Facebook's great. I make movies, as you know, and to contact people that instantly without having to drive up my texting plan, Facebook's a great way to do that. It's also a great way to promote myself other than just on YouTube. You can promote yourself on YouTube, but it is a little pricey. I've tried it and it went okay, but again, pricey. Facebook allows you to create all these pages that lets you post lots of pictures. Hand in hand, Facebook and YouTube go together pretty well. To see how Facebook might handle a smartphone would be pretty interesting. They're gonna design their own software maybe, but I mean, they are just a social network. What do they know about OS design? I guess that's why they're buying all these companies. $20 billion is a lot of money, and if they're willing to throw that out there just willy-nilly, Facebook has a lot of power. I'm not saying I would get a Facebook smartphone, but I really want to see one made, because then HTC, Samsung, Apple, and Google will all have to amp it up somehow other than just specs. I'm getting kind of tired of everyone bashing the iPhone only for its specifications. Lots of people act like software is nothing. One of the main reasons I use an iPhone and not a Samsung phone is because of the operating system. iOS 7 is fluent, easy to use, and many of the Android OSs are confusing, and I simply don't get them. Although specs wise, the Samsung phones are great. A lot of them have quad cores, 2 gigs of RAM. The Note 3 has a 4K camera on it. How? In all honesty, if the Samsung phone was running iOS 7, I would get it, because the specs, I gotta admit, are pretty awesome. But it's not, so that's why I don't have one. So where do you think Facebook's going with their company? Let me know in the comments below. And in the meantime, if any of you have hidden the sun anywhere, bring it back out, because this rain kinda sucks.